Hello, everybody. Caleb.doseo here with your Big Island and Oahu market report for the first quarter of 2024. Since it is the end of the first quarter, I want to do a year-to-date comparison. I know there's a bunch of different ways to look at the data, but I want to start with the year-to-date comparison so we can see how the first quarter of 2023 compares to the first quarter of 2024. It's interesting to see that these 2 years we've been in that high interest rate, low inventory market. So if you look at 2023 compared to 2024, it's been a similar market. But if you compare 2022 to 2023, you see that it was a very hot market in 2022 compared to 2023. So for the Big Island, if you take a look at the first quarter of 2023 compared to the first quarter of 2024, you can see that the number of units sold has been up 10.32% since last year. So it is up a little in that percentage. But if you take a look here at the median price, we are down negative 0.48%. So pretty much we're down 0.5% here. In effect, there's pretty much flat appreciation. There's zero change in the median prices in the residential market here on the Big Island. Of course, that varies on the district you are in. If you take a look here at North Kona, we are up 26.77% in the median prices since the first quarter of last year. But across the whole island, we're pretty much at we're down 0.5% since the first quarter of last year in the terms of the residential market here. But if you go ahead and take a look here down at the condo market, you can see that we're down 7.64% in the numbers of units sold, but we are up 10.64% in the number of median prices. So if you go and take a look at the land sales, you can see that the number of units sold from the first quarter of last year compared to the first quarter of this year is we're up 11.54%. But if you take the look at the median prices, it hasn't gone up at all. It's 0% flat appreciation. So that's it for the Big Island. If you go ahead and take a look at Oahu, you see right here, this is for all properties. It is kind of low, but if you go into single family homes, you can see that the number has jumped up. The number is at 1,080,000, and you can see that the graph goes up and down. But if you take a look at this access point right here, it is $1 million. So if you take a look at last year in March, it was at 1,050,000. So we are up 30,000. So not much appreciation there. So if you take a look at the condos and townhouses here in Oahu, you can see that the number has gone down. Right now we're at 500,000. And if you go back to March of last year, we're at 530,000. So we are down about 30,000 this year compared to last year. So if we go ahead and combine condo and townhouses with single family homes, you can see that the median sale price has gone up to 739,500 compared to March of last year where it was 719,000. And if you take a look at the numbers of homes for sale, you can see that right now we're up at 2,333, but this time May of last year, we were at 1,973. So in that terms, we are up. That's a good thing in the terms of availability on the market, but still very, very low compared to 4 or 5 years ago when the market was about 40 to 50% more than what we are at now. And taking a look at closing sales, you can see that we are at 604. But if you look at this time last year, we were at 739. So we are down in the number of closing sales from the first quarter of last year to the first quarter of this year. All in all, across the board, we're pretty much stable. Nothing too crazy going on. We are still seeing the effects of that high interest rate and low inventory market, which is good for buyers, but because of the low inventory, we are seeing prices go up. There's really not much inventory If you compare it to, previous years before COVID, we're still at a 40-50% inventory compared to what they were at. So yeah, that is your Big Island and your Oahu market report. If you guys have any more questions, you guys can feel free to email me at caleb.doseo@exprealty.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Aloha.